Hello, good day everyone. My name is Lizelle Muhidio and it's my topic Introduction to Online Marketing in the Libraries. Under this topic includes the library website, search engine optimization, mobile website, email, and I also include the traditional versus the digital online marketing. First, we'll talk about the library website. A library website often serves the role of a library workstation both for the users and for the librarians who serving the library users. This necessitates a presentation and organization that allows users to know all that the library has to offer electronically, and it is a tool that will help to speed up or slow down the reference librarians' work, and it's also a tool that will help or hinder the user in expanding research or in finding the answer to a very simple question, such as determining the library as a particular information resource like a book or where it might be found. In the role of library workstation, a library website serves as a delivery mechanism for databases, electronic text, and journals, and often for the library catalog. A library website also is a way of making internal resources or products available. This might be digitized copies or special collections, including manuscripts, images, or even locally created databases. They might be also products such as instructional tools, class assignments, guides, and finding aids. And there is also the option of placing electronic reserve material in a copyright secure environment, which is being undertaken by many libraries. The web has allowed librarians to find new roles as information generators, as well as to continue the function of information gathering, organization, and access even in the library website or in the online world. The library website can be also an agent for archiving and retaining information that comes and goes on other sites, and also a window to and a component of the web at large. So in ensuring the coherency and deliberateness of the library website, the library professional need to examine the rule and determine which are the priorities of that specific organization in putting up the library website. The library websites also an absolutely essential marketing tool for many reasons. So library websites use is up exponentially for most libraries in the past few years according to Pater. What they find online will make a huge difference as to whether they then visit your premises in person. So what they see in the website also is a big deal for the patrons to whether to come or to not to visit in the physical library. It's vital that in marketing libraries to both external and internal stakeholders that we emphasize the compound number of visits, physical and online are combined. So it is very good for a library that physically there are users that will visit the physical uh, library, and also on the online or the virtual library or the library website itself. People are using the library websites more and more, and to waste that marketing opportunity would be a real shame. That's according to Ned Potter. So here are some elements of a library website according to ivygroup.com. So first is attractive, well-balanced design. So an interface that is aesthetically pleasing will promote usability. Clutter, in terms of either text or graphic elements, may be harsh on the eyes or and even make it difficult to users to find what they want. So it is really needed a balance in a library website. Another element of a library website is a user-centric navigation. So this means that the website should make it easy for a user to find information and resources on the site. So intuitive navigation is vital in this regard. So easy navigation basically. And third element is enclose the structure and displays of links in the header, footer, sidebar, and breadcrumb areas. Keep in mind that a navigation structure that makes sense to internal management and staff may not be logical at all to your audience. So it's looks like the navigation or the structure of the library website should be easy or logical for the users. So another thing here in as elements of a library website is a quick access to the most used features. So with proper site architecture and navigation, not everything needs to be or even should be on the home page. So when we design a library website, not everything will be put in the home page. We can only put there the most important part or the heading part of uh, our pages and the most attractive that can convey to the library users. Fifth here is clear indications of how the site's components functions. It should be easy for a user to use any resource on the site. So there are some indications or instructions that can help library users to use the library website. So there should be a helpful iconography and text that is clearly written and easily understood, as well as an intuitive layout, and should elevate such questions as how do I use the tool, or what will happen if I click this link, or will I go to another site, will I open another web page, or perhaps a file or of a type that I don't expect and possibly cannot even read. So those are some example of things that might have or should have in a library website. The seventh element is carefully written content. So this means that users should find the content useful, fulfilling a need, engaging, evoking emotion and appreciation, and credible, giving proof of the site's trustworthiness. So dili ta makapataka og butang. So it should be well well written and carefully checked so that users will find it fulfilling and it can satisfy their need also. And the eighth is the URL persistence. Each page of the website should have a unique URL so that users are able to bookmark pages or get permalinks. And I guess this is very explicitly stated. Another element is a mobile responsiveness because more and more people are using mobile devices to access web. Your site needs to look great and function well on smaller screens. So that means that the app can function on mobile phones, tablets, smartphones, and any other devices other than desktops. So what Do you need an app or a separate mobile site? That's maybe or may not. But at a minimum, your site needs a responsive design that can adjust the layout so that the mobile display maintains all of the usability features that the desktop platforms provide. So even though you don't have an app in your library, is a correspondence to the desktop design. You should design your library website that both can be manageable by a desktops or a smaller screens like tablets or smartphones. And the 10th element here is the high level of accessibility based on W3C standards. So based on worldwide web standards, accessibility involves making sure that all content is available and functional to all users regardless of a user's browser, device, assistive technology, or physical impairment. So it should be that the website can be handled by different channels or devices or browsers or any technology that is used by the library users. Another tips for an awesome library website. So it seems like this list of tips is the responsibility of the library professionals who engage in making a library website. So first is to create book blogs, book reviews, news of the library, podcast, videos, and stories for kids. Stories for kids, so these are basically for school library websites or those libraries engaging kids. And then second is provide channels for customers queries. So customers have questions and come to the library for answers obviously. So we can provide that information through comments on blog posts and as a librarian or email or instant messaging or text messaging service and even by providing a phone number inside the library website and then provide the library users a basic information. What do we mean by this basic information? So customers need to know normal stuff too, like us. So we should provide them basic information like how to get a library card or the hours of the operation of the library or the location and the map of the library building. That's only the possible example for the basic information. And the fourth is staff and personnel knowledgeable in making, organizing, and maintaining library websites. So, as we all know, the library website needs in actual staff that can handle to build new tools and services and pages in the library website. So, that's very crucial in a library. Another tip here is to provide strategic plan for goals, objectives, and measurements. So in here, we as library professional, we have to set some goals for usage, growth, and engagements, and then we should have to evaluate or measure our goals on how we meet those goals or did we ever meet those goals, and then provide another social media channel that users can find information for reaching the library website. So some libraries use Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and other channels that we can put any information about the library website. And another is to create a website that would run to common media or device used by most library users. So the same to the ibay.com Ned Potter also put here the important tip in making a library website that is to create the website that can run or can be handled or manageable both the desktops and the other devices or the smaller screens devices like tablets and smartphones. So the, this website must be mobile friendly. The second subtopic under the introduction to online library marketing is the search engine optimization. So another way to market without significant investment is to improve your online discoverability. So basically, search engine optimization is a way to make your online discoverable by the library users. This process aims to increase the visibility and ranking of your website in search engines without paying to have been featured at the top. Marketing is about outreach, and a crucial part of outreach is making sure people can find you on the internet. So, search engine optimization is assuring that uh, your website can be found by the library users or to those users that has some similarity needs with what you have in your library website. So I listed here the basics of search engine optimization. So first is you need to know what keywords people use to search and whether or not your website is getting hits for those keywords. So we have to find keywords that is very common for people, for the users. You can find out what people are searching for via various free tools. So you can also use these tools like word trackers, free keyword suggestion tool, and Google AdWords keyword tool online, and also the Google Insights. So they will give you a common search keywords that people usually use when searching in searching a something in the library website. You can then ensure your website is a destination for such searches by putting the most popular and important keywords in key places. The titles, headings, and meta description on your website, and tags and categories on your blog post. And also speak the language of your stakeholders. The third subtopic in this introduction to online marketing is the mobile website. So we'll be talking about a mobile website. Users expect library websites and catalogs which they can access from their phones, tablets, and other mobile phones. So this is very common to us. We all know this, that we want the library can be accessed by our phones. So a mobile website should have a responsive design. When a patron accesses your regular library website or catalog from their mobile devices, it will appear in its mobile ready form because it knows it is being accessed via mobile. So, like your library website can be converted into a mobile website if it is accessed in the mobile device. Like here in this example or in this picture, it is the Stanford University and it is the Harvard. So it's a bit different in the desktop form than in this mobile mobile form. So it's called the mobile website. It's a bit different from the desktop library website of the Harvard and the Stanford. So this is as opposed to the regular desktop site appearing on the mobile device. So parang may kalahian siya if katulad jud nga desktop website nga atong i-access through mobile phones. So this is totally a mobile website itself. Users having to visit a separate URL to access a mobile version. So a library website, the desktop library website should have a mobile version of it so that it will be more accessible to users whether they uses their desktop or their mobile phones. Then an additional option is mobile applications as apps which are extremely popular. So there should other libraries also provide these things like a mobile application so that a user can easily access the library website. So another part of this introduction in online marketing is the email. So as we all know, email is a short for electronic mail, which is one of the most widely used features of the internet along with the web. And it allows to send and receive messages to and from anyone with an email address anywhere in the world. So what is the importance of email in the library? So email allows information to be quickly transferred from one person to another. And it offers the opportunity for our reference librarian to conduct a reference interview in ways not possible in a traditional letter. So traditional letter is very, I think it's very kanang lisod siya buhaton. Especially if like this time now that there's a pandemic, it is very difficult to use traditional letter. Then email has reduced barriers and made reference service more available. And email is a tool that offers many possibilities for improving reference service, and increased understanding of how email affects communication will allow librarians to take advantage of its potential and better serve their users. Tips in marketing library email. First is have a think about what works for you and for others. And second is you can also use emails to encourage your customers to check out your other marketing channels like Facebook or Twitter and provide incentives for them to do so. And then third is take care with the way you write your emails. So make your email heading punchy and interesting but be careful not to let it be read as a spam. And think about the look of your emails too. Be sure to incorporate your branding. So like there's a like a signature or the signature of the library or the logo of the library so that you can also brand the library. And be careful with how often you send out email communications. The last thing that I will be discussing is the online versus traditional marketing. Digital marketing or online marketing involves promoting your businesses to audience online or in the library system, promoting the library through online. With digital marketing, you use internet marketing channels which include, so these are the lists of some uh, channels that can be used in marketing the library online. This involves the search, the social media, paid advertising, online stores, blogs, emails, videos, and more. So these are only some of the social media or marketing channels, internet marketing channels that can be used when marketing the library. So in digital marketing, there are some strategies that marketers utilize that involves the search engine optimization, as what I have discussed earlier, and the social media marketing, also, and pay-per-click advertising or PPC advertising, then web design, content marketing, email marketing, and more. So these are only a few examples of digital marketing strategies that can be used by the library. So although some of these are used by businesses, but it can also be used or incorporated in a library website or in a library system. Traditional marketing, on the other hand, is marketing through offline means, and some of the libraries uses magazines, newspapers, catalogs, television, radio, telephone, billboards, flyers, and etc. So these are only some of the few that can be used using a traditional marketing strategies when marketing a library system. Marketers find that traditional marketing is useful for its stability and simplicity. Some of the traditional marketing strategies that marketers use are this list: telemarketing, broadcasting, face-to-face meetings, door-to-door sales, direct mail, print advertising, networking, referral marketing, and more. So some of this list is used by a business organization, but it can also be used by the library as a tool in marketing using a traditional marketing strategy. So the last thing that we will be talking about in this presentation is the advantages of the traditional and digital marketing. So traditional marketing advantages involves this list, and these are the reaches local target audience easily. It can provide your audience with a physical copy, and it provides consistency, and it is easier to implement than the digital marketing strategy. Advantages of digital marketing strategy involves this list. So it lets you effortlessly reach current and new audiences. It allows you to personalize your audience's experience, and you can build relationships with your audience, and it's more customer focused, it's easier to compete, and it has high conversion rates, and it's cost effective, and lastly you can easily track and measure results of your strategy. So it's up to the library to choose which of these two to implement in marketing their library. But for nowadays, it is very important to use both of these marketing strategies in marketing a library system. So these are all that uh, involves in my presentation. So thank you for listening and watching. Thank you.